We're fortunate to have so many family members and friends joining us for this graduation ceremony. There are a few parents, however, who are unable to return for graduation due to their commitment to the U.S. Navy. Therefore, on behalf of Niles C. Kinnick High School, I would like to extend a heartfelt greeting to all family and friends who will be viewing this celebration remotely. For all of the active duty military family members, we want you to know that we are grateful for your service and the sacrifices you make for us on a daily basis. We keep you and all the brave men and women who represent our country in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony for Niles C. Kinnick High School, class of 2019. My name is Dr. Kiana Obeng, and I am the assistant principal here at Niles C. Kinnick High School. We are pleased to welcome our distinguished guests. Rear Admiral Retired Alma Grocki, U.S. Navy. Dr. Stephen Bloom, Superintendent of the Pacific East District. Captain Jeffrey Kim, Commander of Fleet Activities Yokosuka. Niles C. Kinnick High School Principal, Mr. Craig Maxey. Senior Counselor, Mrs. Audrey Murphy. Also in attendance in the audience, we have Miss Denise Leach, who is the principal of Yokosuka Middle School. Mrs. Katrina Watts, assistant principal of Yokosuka Middle School. Ms. Kira Hurst, the principal of the Sullivans Elementary School. Ms. Kerry Weidler, assistant principal of the Sullivans Elementary School. Ms. Sayan Wahid, assistant principal of the Sullivans Elementary School. And Dr. Catherine Urica, principal of Ikego Elementary School. Now we'll have Mr. Stevens.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony for Niles C. Kinnick High School, class of 2019. We're excited to have so many family members, friends, and esteemed members of the military present to celebrate this momentous occasion. The processional will begin momentarily, literally shortly when I see all the kids lined up there. Will you rise to recognize Kinnick High School faculty and the graduates as they enter the auditorium? Okay, will senior class co-secretaries Tricia Padawaran and Alexis Castleberry please come to the podium?
My name is Tricia Padawaran, and I am the co-secretary for the senior class. Would you please stand for the posting of the colors?
My name is Alexis Castleberry, and I'm the other co-secretary for the class of 2019. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready, cut, right, face, forward, march, up, right, up, right, up.
Will the welcome speakers please proceed to the podium?
Congratulations to the class of 2019 and welcome teachers, families, and friends to the 71st Annual Commencement Ceremony of Nowsi Kinnick High School. We would not be here today if it were not for all of your assistance and support. We have been counting down the years, months, weeks, and days leading up to this moment. Now that it is finally here, it is hard to imagine that high school has already come and gone. The guidance of all of you has helped us prepare for what lies ahead. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate our graduation and share this special occasion with us.
ご来場の皆様、本日は2019年ナイルシー・キニック高等学校第71回卒業式にご出席いただき、誠にありがとうございます。私たち卒業生は入学した時からこの日をずっと待ち望んでいました。でも未だにこの日で高校生活が終わってしまうことに対して嬉しさや寂しさなどの複雑な感情の中におります。皆様のご指導やご支援のおかげで私たちはここまで成長し、今日という卒業の日を迎えることができました。何より私たちは他の高校生と違い海軍の両親を持つその子供としてそれぞれの両親の背中を見ながら成長を重ねてきたことをとても誇りに思っています。そして皆これからそれぞれの将来に向かって歩いていきますが、その新しい生活を未来あるものとして互いに頑張っていきます。改めまして本日は私たちの卒業という特別な門出の日にお越しくださいまして誠にありがとうございます。心より感謝しています。どうぞ最後までお楽しみください。
Bienvenidos. Felicidades a la clase de 2019 y bienvenidos a los maestros, parientes y amigos a la ceremonia número 71 de la graduación de la escuela secundaria Nowsi Kinnick. No estaríamos aquí hoy si no fue por toda su ayuda y apoyo. Parecía que este día nunca llegaría. Nosotros hemos estado contando los años, meses, semanas y los días hasta para llegar a este momento. Ahora que finalmente el momento está aquí, es difícil imaginar que la escuela secundaria ya llegó y pasó. Estamos muy contentos de terminar este capítulo de nuestras vidas y empezar el siguiente. Gracias por estar aquí esta noche para celebrar nuestra graduación y compartir en esta ocasión tan especial con nosotros.
Maligayang pagtatapos sa klase ng ika-25,000 siyam na taon. Maligayang pagdating sa mga guro, pamilya at mga kaibigan na dumalo sa ika-71 taunang seremonya ng pagtatapos ng mataas na paaralan ng Niles C. Kinnick. Wala kaming lahat dito ngayon kung hindi dahil sa tulong at suporta ninyong lahat. Sa simula, para bang hindi na darating ang mahalagang araw na ito. Taon, buwan, linggo at araw ang matiyaga naming hinaharap ang ating tungo na dito. Mahirap paniwala na ang malagang araw na ito magtatapos din ngayon. Ngunit masaya kaming lahat dahil sa pagtatapos na ito ay simula ng panibagong yugto sa aming buhay. Dahil sa pagiging bahagi namin sa pamilya ng militar, masigit ang aming kaalaman, karanasan sa pagiging handa ng pagbabago ng aming haharapin. Tulad ng pag-aaral sa kolehiyo o pagsali o pagpasok sa abadong pwersa o pagpasok sa mundo ng pagtatrabaho. Muli, maraming salamat sa pagdalo ng pag-iisa sa pagdiriwang ng pagtatapos ng aming klase.
Good evening. My name is Saya Foster, and I'm the Senior Class Public Affairs Officer. Before I continue, I just want to extend a thank you to honored guests, family, and friends for being here and supporting us tonight. I am pleased to introduce to you our 2019 class president, Melissa Rose. Not only have I had the honor of working with her this past year, but I've also been lucky enough to call her one of my closest friends. She has stuck with me the last 2 years I've been here at Kinnick, and since then, I can say that she is the most committed and diligent person I know. She has accomplished so much the last 4 years for her class and for herself through all the hard work and dedication. She was captain of both the volleyball and basketball team and has been involved with National Honor Society and Japanese National Honor Society, while still maintaining above a 4.0 GPA with 6 AP classes throughout high school. She will be attending University of Colorado Boulder in the fall to major in civil engineering. She always strives for something better, whether it be for herself or for others. To someone who I'm grateful enough to call my friend, please welcome our senior class president, Melissa Rose.
Good evening, parents, teachers, friends, family, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2019. My name is Melissa Rose, and I'm the senior class president. To begin, I want to thank everyone for coming and celebrating the best and the saddest day of our lives. Honestly, I've been struggling to write this speech, not because I couldn't think of what to write, but because it was hard for me to look back at the memories and confront that at the end of tonight, we're concluding the last page to our high school chapter. Most of us haven't been at Kinnick all 4 years, but all of us have walked into high school on our first day of school, terrified of the scary teachers and cool upperclassmen. We realized that it's nothing like High School Musical. But still, it's not that bad. Freshman year was the year we were forced to sit on the floor at our first pep rallies, when we always got the least amount of spirit points, and we looked at the upperclassmen like they were grown-ups. At least that's the year we started getting involved in sports and clubs. Then sophomore year hit. We were no longer fresh meat, and we were able to walk around a little more confident with the new freshmen around. Our classes got a little harder, and we had to focus a little more on school. When junior year started, I can say for most of us that it was the hardest transition. We were finally upperclassmen. That's the year we started having to grow up. Most of us took our first AP classes, and we began to spend the extra time preparing and stressing for the SATs. Junior year was when we started thinking about our future and started planning who we wanted to become after tonight. That year, our basketball boys conquered, our softball girls won Far East, and of course, like every year, track swept the banners. Then senior year, our year. It came by quicker than anybody was expecting. We welcomed our new principal, Mr. Maxey, and vice principal, Dr. Q, who continued to teach us all how to be on fire. This is the year that all our teachers had to remind us not to let senioritis hit us too early. This is the year when we sat in the bleachers as we watched our football team beat all the teams. When Kayla Moriarty from Intersection started getting famous. When we got the good seats at Benny Decker. When we traded in our jeans for sweatpants. When we stressed out over college apps, scholarships, and acceptances. This was our year, and now high school is nothing but memories. Kinnick is a safe and fun place where anybody can find a place to fit in. It's a place where you'll always feel welcomed. It's a place where no matter how bad your mood is, you can always expect to feel better just by walking through the halls, even when Mr. Voth and Mr. Bleeker start roasting you. Kinnick is a place where no matter how hard school, college apps, and just life in general got, it always felt like a safe haven where I can easily find someone to talk to. I'll always remember Dr. Q's enthusiastic tone reminding us to have a great Kinnick day no matter how early in the morning it was. I'll always remember the Diversity Day fashion shows, the intense competitions at Yohai Day, and the last-minute lip syncs that only worked for us last year because we forced Johnny, Kamal, and Jacob into skirts and wigs. I'll even remember the calm classrooms when everyone would just awkwardly look around and stare at each other. If you're an athlete, you'll remember the long and restless 13-hour bus rides to Misawa and Iwakuni because you stayed up the whole ride to mess around with your team and annoy your coaches. What I learned this year is that in the moment of things, when you're staying up until midnight working on an assignment, asking yourself, is it really worth it? It's not that bad, because if you text your group chat at 11:30 p.m. asking for help, sorry teachers, we had group chats for your classes. There would be at least one person replying that they haven't even started yet. It reminds you that we're all in this together. We all had our ups and downs through high school, but knowing that you're not the only one going through it made things a lot easier. Among the graduating class of 2019, there's athletes such as Santi Sese and Carlos Mobley who can take on any track competition with no worries. There's artists like Arisa Stewart who make you wish you could draw. And there's singers like Ella Eisenhart, Sophie Williams, and Mia Roberts who give you goosebumps when they sing. We're all different, we're all unique, but that's what makes high school that much more memorable. These past 4 years would have not been the same without the teachers, friends, and classmates sitting next to you. This is just the beginning. But always remember, once a devil, always a devil. Thank you. Now, will Emma Stevens and Tamaki Farman proceed to the podium?
Hello, my name is Emma Stevens and I am the senior class treasurer. At this time, it is our privilege to introduce the principal of Nowsi Kinnick High School, Mr. Maxey.
I'm Tamaki Farman, the Senior Class Council Vice President. On behalf of Nowsi Kinnick High School, Class of 2019, we would like to present this token of appreciation to Mr. Maxey as your first graduating class.
This is a gift from the senior class to commemorate your first year as principal of Nowsi Kinnick. As our assistant principal when we were freshmen, you may have found us a little challenging. So thank you for sticking with us for the last 4 years with all your guidance and support.
We wish you best of luck for these next coming years, and we are so fortunate to have been your first and favorite graduating class of Nowsi Kinnick High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamaki and Emma and senior class. Good evening, and welcome to this evening's commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. Before I begin my formal remarks, I would like to take a moment to say a special thank you to our district superintendent, Dr. Stephen Bloom, for his attendance tonight. Dr. Bloom will be retiring this summer after 37 years of service to Dodea. Thank you for dedicating your life to our military-connected students. As you know, the class of 2019 is a unique, dynamic, and accomplished group of students. I would like to demonstrate what I mean. Please stand if you belong to one of these groups. If you participated in a club while at Kinnick, please rise. Thank you. If you played on a Far East Championship sports team, please rise. Thank you. If you climbed Mount Fuji while in Japan, please rise. Thank you. If you participated in multiple fine arts courses while at Kinnick, please rise. Thank you. If you found your way to Tokyo on the train system, please rise. Thank you. If you attended a Far East academic event during your time at Kinnick, please rise. Thank you. If you fed the homeless, please rise. Thank you. Thank you. If you were a member of the Red Devil Marching Band, please rise. Thank you. If you were part of the Red Devil Company, please rise. Thank you. If you attended Kinnick High School for all 4 years of high school, please rise. Thank you. This is a special group because they exhibit our KHS guiding principle of fortitude. This is no easy feat. If this was your first year at Kinnick, please rise. Thank you. And we are so proud of them. And finally, if you have been in Yokosuka since kindergarten, please rise. Thank you. Class of 2019, it has been an honor and privilege to serve as your principal this year. You are truly a remarkable group of young men and women. As you know, we entered KHS at the same time in the fall of 2015. Like many of you, I was unsure of what I was getting myself into. New people, a new place, and lots of interesting traditions at Kinnick. Yet over the past 4 years, I have watched you grow not only in size, but knowledge, maturity, and a love for Kinnick and for one another. You truly have blossomed during your time at KHS. I'm proud of your dedication to your studies, your service to others, and of course, your sense of humor. Your class motto has been, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. My hope is that you take this mindset with you in whatever your future endeavors you undertake. Possess fortitude, have integrity, be responsible, and kindle the flames of an enterprising spirit. You know I had to work that in somewhere, right? And know that we are so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Maxey. My name is Brenna McNeil, and I have the privilege of introducing our class of 2019 salutatorian. He has lived in Yokosuka for the past 4 years, and during his time at Kinnick, he was involved in a number of sports, clubs, and organizations, including the Japanese National Honor Society, Engineering Club, Environmental Club, Community Service Club, and Cross Country.
Throughout his high school career, he took a total of 5 AP courses and is now graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.18. He has been accepted to and is planning to attend the Honors College of Michigan State University along with an $80,000 scholarship. Please join me in congratulating our class of 2019 salutatorian, JJ Ringling. Now please welcome Alexis and Emma to the podium.
Now it's our pleasure to announce this year's valedictorian. This student has attended Kinnick since her sophomore year and has helped make Kinnick a better place. As being nominated for the President's Scholarship Program, and she has shown fortitude, integrity, responsibility, and enterprising spirit, not just at Kinnick, but in the community as well.
She has a cumulative GPA of 4.28 and has taken 7 AP classes throughout her high school career. While maintaining her GPA, she has participated in many clubs and sports at Kinnick High School and the Bahrain School. She played tennis, ran track, was an officer for the National Honor Society and Japanese National Honor Society, and played the violin when she was a member of the Bahrain Chamber Orchestra and the Yokosuka City Symphony Orchestra. She even founded the Astronomy Club this year. Obviously, our valedictorian has been extremely successful here at Kinnick. She will continue her successes at Northwestern University in the fall, majoring in biological sciences. Please welcome this year's valedictorian, Hannah Bell.
Thank you for the introduction, Emma and Alexis. Okay. Around this time of the year, countless valedictorians across the United States are presenting similar speeches, resonating on the points of erudition, family, memories, and hopes for a promising future. Those speeches are undoubtedly focusing on common themes. After all, we all started at the same place, making that first trip to kindergarten with bewilderment as we faced alien things like desks, school rules, and regimented times for lunch and recess. Well, at least some of us, learned to sit still and listen to teachers, write book reports, talk to new people, and learn to manage our time. Outside of school, we tried different activities that occupied the infinite energy of our young selves, whether it was soccer, ballet, music, reading, baseball, or flag football. Once we entered middle school, we endured our awkward stages, but also immense joy at some freedom we gained compared to elementary school. Finally, our first day at high school, where it seemed that good grades mattered more than mental health. However, this is where those similarities with other schools back in the States stop. First, let's look closer at our school and where it resides. Instead of being in the actual United States, we attend school on a small sliver of US soil in Japan. Japan, the land of the rising sun and amazing convenience stores. A foreign country that ironically brought all us Americans together. We were immersed into a rich and diverse culture, so different from ours, where the citizens respectfully stood on the left side of the escalator and talked quietly in public, yet held loud and vibrant festivals in ornate religious temples. Being in a Dodia school also completely changed the details of our high school experience compared to other American high schools. Being in a Dodia school, many of my fellow students came to the Kinnick community from the United States, Guam, and Spain, with many also joining us after freshman year. Our Far East events took us across Japan, and even to other countries, such as the soccer team that took first place in Okinawa and the Music Honors Festival in Seoul. We held the military branches close to our heart and endured moving every couple of years. However, Kinnick is also unique among Dodia schools as a whole, For one, we don't have a cafeteria, we lack SAT prep classes, and we have a new part of our school that takes 10 minutes to walk to. But for what we lack, we make up in personality. One of our biology teachers, Mrs. Lewis, has turtles, a bearded dragon, a daegu rodent, and a snake in her room for students to befriend. We have a Shakespeare expert, Mr. Malden, who, shout out, even though he isn't here, helped me with the structure of the speech. We also have Mr. Parker with his iconic Good Morning to Music, Mr. Lewis with his birthday dance, and an amazing principal and vice principal that ensure that Kinnick is running smoothly. We have brave veterans as teachers, students with passion for so many areas, and pep rallies that feature a bright red devil mascot, although our school is right next to a church. But Kinnick will still be here when we graduate. It is this class, though, these students, my friends, who are departing, many leaving their families who sit in the audience tonight, or who are deployed serving our country. So instead, let us focus on each of these individual graduates. All of us, unless our parents are deployed, have someone in the audience right now looking just at us, their hearts full as they watch their loved one get so close to graduating. Wearing this cap and gown that we'll never wear again, to walk across the stage while our teachers read a few words of thanks, to get a piece of paper with our name on it. This anticlimactic routine is the culmination of the hard work we put in as students. Nights where we ran only on fumes and coffee, where our parents were already asleep as we fought to keep our eyes open. I know my parents, remember my late nights stemming from AP Chemistry and AP Lang. I love you so much for being there for me, along with my grandparents, Baba and Gigi, and Pop and Mimi that are here tonight. Now, moving from my individual family to the people that supported our class as a whole, I want to take this time to thank our parents and family for being our rock as we went through the ebbs and flows of adolescence, late nights, bad attitudes, and lonely times. I also want to thank the teachers and faculty for supporting our class, and for my friends that lifted me when I was down and made me laugh when I really needed to. But now, everything I've talked about is in the past. Let's look to the future for just a moment. All of us are departing on different paths, whether we are joining the military, attending college, transitioning to the workforce, or taking a gap year. Instead of being guided like we have been through so much of our lives, we get to choose our own way. But whatever you do, I ask that you do it with pride and with passion. Remember that most of those that left an immense mark on history started out at the same station in life as we are today. As J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series, said, "We do not need magic to change the world. We can carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." Whether that is on a global or smaller scale, your individual efforts can make a difference. The future is ours. Congratulations to the class of 2019. We made it!
Thank you, Hannah. Next, I will be introducing our keynote speaker, Rear Admiral retired Alma Groki. She was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii, and later became the first woman from Hawaii appointed to the United States Naval Academy with a Bachelor of Science. After she graduated, she was assigned as a non-nuclear ship superintendent for the USS Tullabee and submarine NR-1. During that time, she also completed her Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering at the University of New Hampshire. Throughout her naval career, she commanded various U.S. naval facilities, shipyard units, and programs before becoming Director of Fleet Maintenance for the United States Pacific Fleet and Deputy Commander of Naval Sea Systems Command. She retired in October 2016, at which point she was the Senior Engineering Duty Officer in the Navy Reserve. She played a key program in the creation of the insignia for the Engineering Duty Officer role. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to my personal role model and close family friend, Rear Admiral Alma Groki.
Good evening, friends and family, class of 2019. Before I go further, could we please have a round of applause for the orchestra and the choir, please? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this momentous day. I am very honored. I graduated from high school in the last century, so much has changed since then, but some things remain the same. Tonight, I'd like to address the new graduates and give them some things to think about. Up until this point in school, you took the classes you were told to take, had some leeway with electives, but there are so many rules to follow. Rules imposed by the school, your family, and your community. The time until now was an opportunity to figure out what you liked and what you're good at. That's what school up to this point was for. Going forward, you have the chance to take what you figured out and see that's something you want to do for life. It's something you can make money at. Don't ever confuse a job with a hobby. Just because you like doing something as a hobby doesn't mean you want to do it as a job, or you'd be good enough to make a living at it. Would people actually pay you money to do this? Think about karaoke, for instance, and air guitar. If you do your hobby to relax and unwind, doing it as a job will almost certainly take the fun away from it. Although the career you pick may not be the most fun thing you do, it will have to be a blend of what you enjoy and what something somebody's willing to pay you to do. However, remember that almost everything you choose is reversible, like your college major or enlisting in the armed services. Just because you think you want to go in one direction right now doesn't mean you have to stay on that path to retirement. You can absolutely change your mind. Take some pressure off yourself. You're just graduating with your whole adult life ahead of you. There are many years ahead and things you want to do. Think hard about the direction you want to go after graduation, but remember that if it's not working out, you can always change course. Maybe you've made a commitment, in which case you need to honor that commitment. But you can still change course when that obligation is complete. You want to make the best possible decisions, but you can change your mind if you work hard at it, but it's not working out. The key is to give whatever you decide a real chance to work before changing direction. Changing direction every few months or years is not the answer either. But put some real thought and effort into it. What do others say about you, and how do you see yourself? The following is a true story about a janitor at the United States Air Force Academy. He completed a career in the Army, but he liked keeping busy and he liked being around kids. So he hired on as a janitor that cleaned the hallways and restrooms in the company areas of the cadets. They figured he was probably some broken down old guy doing a menial job because that was all he was capable of. Some cadets acknowledged him as they passed him in the hall, but to most cadets, he was practically invisible. The old guy pushing a broom or a mop while they walked to class. One day, one of the cadets returned to the hall from a leadership and history class and excitedly told his classmates, "I think that old guy, you know, the janitor, I think I read about him in class. He's a Medal of Honor winner, the highest honor our military bestows on a service member." Sure enough, Bill Crawford was indeed a Medal of Honor winner. In his humbleness, he never talked about it, never told anyone. He just provided a service cleaning the halls for the next generation of Air Force officers, knowing that what he was doing was important, even though it was a humble job. The cadets were flabbergasted. He was their janitor who had won a Medal of Honor. They looked at him in a very different way the next day and made a point of greeting him and talking to him. Have you done that? Are there invisible people in your life? How do you treat those around you that do humble but important jobs? Bill Crawford had taught them all a lesson. Don't judge someone by their humble job, and don't assume you know what they're capable of. Similarly, no one in the world should assume that you're just another newly graduated high school student. They have no idea what you've done, where you've been, what your experiences are. You are all in a foreign country with a different culture than the United States. Many of you have moved numerous times. Many of you have traveled to countries that other high school students have just read about or heard about. You're more resilient, adaptable, mature, and confident. You've had to learn and live in a different culture, maybe multiple different ones. Use those experiences. Fall back on that adaptability and resiliency. You've probably had to adjust to situations that other students are just beginning to worry about now that they're graduating from high school. You've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Use those skill sets going forward. Your experiences are invaluable, and you're way ahead of the curve in life lessons. Use that to your advantage. Think about using your knowledge, your skills, your drive, and your passion, and how you can use it in something bigger than yourself. You've seen your parents do it. They don't do what they do for the money or the prestige. They do it because it's important and serves more than just themselves. They are part of a bigger, wider mission that impacts so many. It doesn't have to be the military, although that's a good place, and some of your classmates are already thinking of doing that. Think about how you can positively impact your community, your city, your state, or your country. Make a difference in the environment, with animals, the homeless, or the next generation of students. You have so much to give, so make it count. And finally, be true to yourself, what you want to do and what you don't want to do. If you thought peer pressure in high school was tough, it's even harder in the world after high school. There are far less rules and far less oversight. Have you ever been accused of being stubborn? Use that to resist being that statistic that everyone else is or what they are doing. You know what is right, even if it may be hard to do the right thing. If it doesn't fit your values or what you know your family's values are, don't do it. If it makes you uncomfortable or that little voice in your head is screaming, no, listen to your instincts. They're probably right. All your life experiences to this point help you make the right decisions. It's a big wide world out there, and you have the opportunity to experience so much of it. Rely on what you've learned up until now, what you know, and how you've lived. You may stumble, but pick yourself up and keep moving. You may have to change direction, but that's okay. You may have to make hard decisions, but you are all capable, smart young adults. Go take on the world. It's waiting for you. All of us here know you can do what you set your mind to. So thank you for allowing me to share this day with you. Congratulations, class of 2019. God bless you.
We would like to extend a thank you to our guest speaker, Rear Admiral Graki, for coming all the way to Japan from Hawaii, as well as investing your time and energy for this special occasion.
We admire your words of wisdom, and to show you the depth of our appreciation for all that you have done for us, we have a few gifts. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And now, please welcome our senior counselor, Mrs. Murphy, for the recognition of honor graduates.
Good evening. Before we proceed with the presentation of diplomas, we would like to recognize seniors who are graduating with honors. These seniors have a cumulative GPA of at least a 3.8, have taken an economic literacy course, and at least 4 advanced placement courses, all while being involved in several clubs, sports, and serving in the community. With the honors who are graduating with the seniors graduating with honors, please stand once your name is called. Sasha Angriano. Ty Baer. Hannah Belt. Bree Dignan. Francine Hamiano. Gresh LeBron. Josh Minimo. Jillian Mock. Kaylin Moriarty. Trisha Padawaran. Lance Pesquesco. Joshua Ringling. Miyu Roberts. Melissa Rose. Annabelle Stafford. Emma Stevens. And Sophie Williams. Congratulations, honors. Please give them a round of applause. Honor graduates, you may be seated. Please welcome our assistant principal, Dr. Kiana Obeng, to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to present our seniors with their diplomas. As the diplomas are awarded, we ask that you hold your applause and do not recognize individual students. Please note that we have a professional photographer taking pictures of your graduating senior. These pictures will be available to you later free of charge. Please hold your applause as the seniors cross the stage to accept their diplomas. Each one has a special message to share with their family and friends. It would be unfortunate if their families could not hear their graduates' names being called or the tributes being read. We appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
Will the first row please rise? Mara Zoran Makato. Thanks, Mom and Dad. It's been a long ride. I love you both. Special shout out for Mr. Stark for helping me through everything. Joshua Ringling. Thank you to everyone for supporting me.
Hannah Belt. I couldn't have made it without my family, friends, or Google. Thank you to you all.
Josh Minimo. Mom and Dad, thank you for all the love and support you've given to push me this far. To my friends, thank you for all the great memories we've made to make Japan feel like home. Joshua Penaflor. Mom, Dad, JM, Jacob, thank you for everything you have done for me. Julianne, thank you for making my senior year the most memorable one. I love you all so much.
Trisha Padawaran. I would like to thank my teachers, friends, and family who have shown me continuous love and support throughout these past 4 years. Mom and Dad, to all the sacrifices you have made for me, this one's for you. Alexis Castleberry. I would like to thank my family, Mrs. Daly and Mrs. Bork, for always pushing me to do my best. I would also like to thank my close friends for always being there when I needed you. I couldn't have done this without you all. Saya Foster. I'd like to thank my grandparents for coming all this way to watch me graduate, and thank you to my friends and family for the unconditional love and support throughout this journey. Mom and Dad, this one's for you. Melissa Rose. To my parents, my siblings, and everyone else who has supported me, thank you for teaching me to be the best version of myself. To Kinnick, I'll always remember, once a devil, always a devil. Tamaki Farman. Shout out to my family, friends, and teachers for supporting me throughout high school. I'm also grateful for the memories I made in Japan. Thank you. Next. Emma Stevens. Shout out to my family and friends for everything. Thank you to my mom, dad, and Jilly for all the support. And of course, Mark for being there for me since freshman year. Love you guys so much. Sasha Anguiano. I'd like to thank everyone who's supported me with everything I've done these past 4 years. To my family, I may be the dumbest smart person you know, but I hope to make you proud in the future. Miyu Roberts. Thank you, Dad, Mom, sister, and the rest of my family for always supporting me in everything I've done and will do. I'm glad I was always your favorite child. Dariana Brown. Special thanks to my family, Mr. Stevens, and James for the continuous love and support. Yo, Adrian, we did it. Ella Eisenhart. Shout out to my parents for always believing in me, my lil bro Otto for putting up with me, and Coach Hindog and my soccer team for always pushing me to be the best I can be. Sonti Sise. I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sisters for always pushing me to do my best. Also, shout out to Mr. Stevens, Mr. Vogt, and Coach Stan Nick. You guys have taught me the most. Brenna McNeil. Mom, Dad, I did it. I couldn't have done it without your constant love and support. Shout out to all my friends, teachers, and coaches for everything they've done. Also, I wouldn't be walking this stage without them. Shout out to my cat, Nala, for being the best emotional support system. Gabriela Peña Yanez. I would like to thank my parents for everything, especially my mother, which is my biggest supporter. I love you.
Shadi Abreu. Thank you to everyone who has supported me throughout this journey, especially my family and Davion. I feel incredibly blessed through all of the endless love and motivation that has pushed me to succeed.
Niall Adam. I would like to thank my parents for yelling at me, motivating me. I'd like to thank all my friends, especially Kaylin, Kale-sama, Ibra, and Connor. I would also like to thank Mr. Wilson, Mr. Riley, and Coach Donay. Dane Justin Alvarado. I just want to thank all my teachers who believed and never gave up on me. Mr. Strabino, Mr. Rayner, Mr. Stark, Ms. Sanoff, and Dr. Q. Shout outs to the OGs. Florence Argante. I want to thank my amazing mother, Rika, for coming out all the way from San Diego for my graduation. And I want to thank my dad for making me feel welcomed when I moved here.
Ayana Atwater. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me. And thank you, Mr. Stark, for helping me through high school. Christy Bale. Thank you to my family for unconditional love and support. God bless.
Ty Bear. I'd like to thank God and all my friends and family around the world. Liam Barrera. I would like to thank Mr. Stark for supporting me throughout high school. I would also like to thank my family for loving me unconditionally.
Jasenia Batiste. Thank you to the people who've supported me since day one, and most of all my mom, who has pushed me, motivated, and gotten me to where I am today. I'm forever grateful.
Roderick Bell. I'd like to thank everyone who helped me get to this point. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for making me who I am today and all you've done for me.
Emily Bellows. Thank you to everyone who has supported me through these past 4 years. Gentry Birchtold. Thanks to my mom, dad, and everyone who supported me in my endeavors.
Ryan Bigby. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for guiding me. LaRon Bolden. Mama, we did it. The determination you put into me to get my diploma was worth it. I'm going to keep on going, and with you in my corner, it makes it more worth it. I love you. Thank you to everyone in my family. Nana, Pappy, Ty, Nay, and Lily.
Shantaria Booker. Thank you to my family for their love and support.
John Boran. I'd like to thank my parents and my siblings for always being there for me. Kale Bowen. I want to thank my family for always supporting me and caring for me. Also, thanks to my Nana for coming to see me graduate all the way from Houston. Tyler Britton. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me throughout the years to get me to where I am today.
Angela Nana Buckner. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for always being there for me. Also, I'm thankful to Mr. Stark for helping me.
Nicholas Burke. Thank you to my parents and also my two brothers. Also, thank you to Mr. Stevens for all he has done for me in the past 4 years.
Rachel Burke. I'd like to thank my friends and family that supported me, but the biggest thank you goes to Miss Lindingen for getting me through this year. Jenna Carlos. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you do. Janelle Carlos. Thanks to my parents and teachers for helping me out throughout the whole school year. Raya Clifton. Thank you to my family, friends, and teachers for supporting me. Bree Dignan. I'd like to thank my parents and siblings for always being there for me to shape me into the person I have become. I couldn't have done this without your support. Megan Femison. To my parents and siblings, because of you guys, I didn't give up. I hope I made you proud.
Brian Famorkin. I would like to thank my family, teachers, and staff for supporting me throughout my entire senior year.
Sophia Fernandez. Thank you, Mom, Paul, Ms. Boyd, and Tony for supporting me this year and making it the greatest. Marissa Fowler. Thank you to my dad for being my biggest supporter and #1 fan throughout high school. Also, thank you to everyone at his job for becoming a second family to me and letting me distract you while you should be working. Francine Jimenano. Thank you, Mama and Papa, for everything you've done for me and always supporting me. Thanks to my sisters for being the greatest best friends. Also Stitch for being the best puppy in the world. I love you all very much. Sade Neva Gordon. I want to thank my family and God for getting me through not only this school year, but life.
Hayden Geist. Thank you, Coach Wilson, Jolly, and my dad for being my role models, and thank you, Mom, for always loving and believing in me.
Michaela Hall. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting and loving me. I love you and will forever be grateful for you. Thank you, Ava and Riley, for being the best siblings in the world. I love you guys to the moon and back. And lastly, thank you to Sean for being my best friend. Your love and support got me through my last 2 years of high school. Shay Hannah, I'd like to thank my mom for always being there for me through thick and thin, and my dad for still believing in me. Thank you both. Arissa Helbick, I want to thank my parents who supported me even though I never really listened, my dogs who were there to make sure I didn't dehydrate myself from crying too much, and my friends who have had to deal with me for the past 4 years.
Niccolo Hurliano, I'd like to thank my family for helping me and supporting me for all these years. I appreciate all of you and all my friends as well.
Rose Houlihan. To my family, I know this isn't what any of us imagined my graduation would look like, but I couldn't be happier to have had it work out this way. Thank you all for loving and supporting me always.
Justice Jackson. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for pushing me to be the best I can be. I would also like to thank my baby brothers for looking up to me. Last, I would like to thank my friends for keeping me out of trouble, and Debbie for pushing me the whole year. I love you all. Cameron Jolly. I'm a head out now. Connor Jolly. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of your support.
Kylie Jones. Special thanks to my mom and dad for being my biggest role models. I'm glad I've always been your favorite. Thank you, teachers, staff, and those who have supported me. Special thanks to Miss Daly, my closest friends, and my brother for pushing me to the limit. Aya Kathleen Junge. I want to thank you, my mom and dad, also to my best teacher, Mr. Stark. Guys, I made it.
Chris Kazubowski. Shout out to my mom, dad, and Mia for never giving up on me and believing in me. Oh, and Sean too.
Taylor King. I'd like to thank my parents for giving me opportunities that weren't available to them at my age. Both your love and hard work haven't gone unnoticed. I will do everything I can to make you proud.
Mason Knutson. Thank you to the teachers who put up with me and helped me through the years. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Morgan, and my friends for loving me and loving who I am. Love you 3,000. Zachary Cornegay. I would like to thank my teammates, teachers, friends, and family for helping me throughout my high school career. Without these amazing people, I would not have been able to enjoy the awesome Kinnick experience I was so fortunate to have. Love you all.
Elizabeth Lancaster. Thanks to my family and to Mrs. Gordine for putting up with me and my procrastination.
Shay LaPointe. Thank you to my family and friends for making this the best 4 years of my life. I am thankful for everybody that's helped me get through high school.
Carissa Lowy. To my family, friends, and Harold, thank you and I love you. This one's for you, Baba. I miss you.
Gresh LeBron. To those who always believed in me, thanks for your optimism. Bernard Rock Leonin. I hope to make everyone proud. I know I haven't always showed it that much at all, but I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. Isaac Leopoldo. I'd like to thank my parents for their many sacrifices. Also thanks to my siblings and friends for always being there for me. Jacob Lafreda. I can't thank my parents and coaches enough for all the support they've given me throughout this journey. This is for y'all.
Mayadi Lugo. Thank you, Memi, Pepe, Risa, for always supporting me and raising me to be the best person I am today. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Also, thank you to Baba for coming to see me graduate. I couldn't have done it without you either.
Arnel Estoesta. I'd like to thank my family, friends, teachers, and coaches for supporting me through my journey. I couldn't have done it without you.
Trinity Maloney. Thank you to Mom, Steve, Dad, and Jen for all of the support that you guys have given me over the years. I'd also like to thank all of my teachers for your continued encouragement throughout the year.
Harold Manyebo. Thanks, Mom and Carissa, for pushing me through it. I told you not to worry about it. Ezekiel Manzano. Thank you to my family for helping me to work hard and to put my priorities in line. Also, thanks to my friends for teaching me to relax once in a while and have fun.
Anna Marks. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being my biggest supporters. I love you so much. Also, thanks to everyone in the KHS Drama Club for being my second family. You guys mean the absolute world to me.
Christopher Mason. I just want to thank my parents, family, and friends for always being there for me. Connor McAllister. Thank you to the teachers that have supported me throughout my high school years. Thanks to my parents for supporting and caring for me. Jonathan McIntosh. Thank you to my family, teachers, and coaches for always pushing me to my full potential and never letting me quit when things were tough. Couldn't have done it without you.
Susanna Mendenhall. I'd like to thank my friends, family, and teachers for always showing me the light at the end of the tunnel and supporting me through all I do.
Giselle Mendoza. Big thanks to my mom, dad, close friends, and especially the person who invented the internet. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Carlos Mobley. To my mom and dad for always being by my side no matter what. To my siblings for being the comedic relief in my life. To all the special people in my life and Coach Voth for making my years at Kinnick memorable, I want to say thank you.
Jillian Mock. Thank you to my family for always being by my side, even when we're thousands of miles apart, and to all my friends who accepted me so quickly and made me feel at home in a new school.
Tyrone Moore. Thanks, Mommy and Daddy, and all of my good friends. I would not be here without all you've done for me. Mark Morgan. I want to thank my family, friends, and especially my parents for supporting me. I also want to thank my amazing girlfriend, Emma Stevens, who has stuck with me since freshman year. Kaylin Moriarty. I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my friends, my teachers, and Intersection for making me who I am today and for giving me the happiest memories to cherish. I wish everyone in the class of 2019 the best of luck and hope everyone checks out my album in July. Joey Murphy. I want to thank all my family and friends that have helped me push my way to graduation. I'm grateful to have them with me through my journey out of high school and later on in life. Keone Murphy. I am grateful to my teachers for all the years of learning. Likewise to my mother and father for the support and patience.
Kimberly Nelson. Goodbye, seniors. Goodbye, class. I would like to say thank you to my parents for all their support.
Parents and friends that helped me make this school year easier. Also, I would like to thank my girlfriend, Sarah Young, for making my senior year. Good luck, everyone. Matthew Neubauer. Thank you for all my friends and for my family for always being by my side and being there with me to the end. Kamal Newton. First and foremost, thank you to my coaches, James, Jolly, Warford, Wilson, and Keith Kozar for shaping me into who I am today. Last but not least, my parents for everything. I'll make you all proud. Love you.
Jada Packer. Shout out to my mom, my friends, drama club, and Quizlet for helping me through everything.
Matthew Pardo. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always pushing me to be successful and being my biggest role models. Thank you to all my teachers and coaches who have supported me. Fernando Pascuzzi. Thanks, Dad and my family, for everything. You guys had my back, and I'm always glad to have you guys around. Otto Paul. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping and dealing with me all these years. I'd also like to thank my friends for making high school fun, and a special thanks to Miss Daly for my best friend for literally getting me through all 4 years. Lance Pescoso. Thank you to my loving family, especially my father, who came a long way to be here tonight. I hope this makes up for all the "dad is ugly" jokes I've made. Rashad Rapata. I want to thank my family, Mr. Acklin, Coach Stovall, and Mr. Stevens. Guillermo Reyes. Thank you so much, Miss Farley and Chief Kalansky, for always being there when I needed you. To NJROC, good luck.
Julianne Reyes. I would like to thank my parents for their endless love, support, and guidance. Also, thank you to Joshua for making my senior year one for the books. I love you all so much. Kaylee Reynolds. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for being my biggest supporters throughout my entire high school career. I'd like to thank my grandma for flying all the way from Missouri to see me graduate. And lastly, I'd like to thank all my teachers and coaches throughout my educational career who have pushed me to be the best version of myself.
Davion Roberts. I would like to share my gratitude with all my family. They've really shaped me into the man I am today. Since a kid, they've provided me and taught me valuable life lessons along the way that I'll continue to apply to my day-to-day life. Thank you to Shadi, who's been there supporting me since my sophomore year. Mom and Dad, I finally made it.
Haley Rummel. I'd like to thank my parents and their many sacrifices. Also, thanks to my teachers and guidance counselors for their support.
Christian Saldana. I thank my parents and my brother for helping me at home. I also thank my best friend for always being there. Javon Scott. Thank you, Mom, for being my #1 supporter. Ibrahim Sheikh. Thank you to my parents, friends, and Boy with Sandals Instagram page for helping me get through this year.
Alexis Sherman. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for loving me and being there for me. I would also like to thank myself for being able to come this far on my own and never giving up, even through tough times.
Akimanzi Sibo. Shout out to Mr. Stevens, Mr. Stovall, and Mr. Volt for the support. Most of all, thanks to my parents who have sacrificed so much, and I hope I can make it all worth it soon. Tristan Sisson. I want to thank my parents for putting up with me for 17 years. I want to thank my friends for having stupid arguments with me and making my day. Dante Small. Mama, we made it. Also, I'd like to thank those that supported me along this journey. Luca Smith. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for getting me here. I love you so much. I also want to thank all of my friends. I love you all so much for always being there for me. Aubrey St. John. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me and never giving up on me.
Annabelle Stafford. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your unconditional love and support through this journey. Liam, Ruby, Mary, and John, I love you guys. Arisa Stewart. I'd like to thank my family and friends for their endless love and support through this journey. And special thanks to Mama. I love you.
Roderick Thomas. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for taking care of me for all these years. I would also like to thank all of my friends and teachers for making my years at Kinnick very enjoyable. Hayden Thrasher. Thank you to my mom and dad for putting up with me and always having my back. Thank you to Ms. Bork and Chief Kalansky for all the words of motivation to graduate. I am ready to serve with my brother and father in the United States Navy. Giancarlo Torres. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for allowing me this opportunity. Then I want to thank my parents for all their love and support. And finally, I'd like to thank my closest friends. Couldn't have done it without you.
Annette Tran Villarreal. Thank you to my family, friends, and teachers that have supported me through this journey. A huge thanks to my parents, especially Mom, for guiding me and helping me throughout the years. Arlalat Gould. Thank you, teachers, friends, and family, for always supporting me and being there for me.
Alex Washa. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for pushing me to be my best throughout my senior year, and for my grandpa for coming out to see me. Gatlin Weidler. Thank you, Mom, for being my biggest advocate for all of my years in education. Also, thank you, Dad, for sacrificing career for family, for the gift of your presence, and for being there for me. Taheem Whitaker. I want to thank my teachers and family for always being there for me, and my friends for helping me to get through some rough days.
Sophie Williams. Thank you to my parents, siblings, and friends across the world for loving me through it all. Graduation is not the end. It's merely the beginning of something much, much brighter.
Alex Woodson. Big thanks to my parents as well as my coaches for pushing me the whole way through.
Jasmine Corain Zaraga. Thank you, God, for giving me a loving family and supportive friends, and Kinnick High School for educating, engaging, and empowering me to succeed in a dynamic world. Will row 7 be seated?
Graduates, please stand. Since you've received your diploma, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. On behalf of the Department of Defense Education Activity and its director, Mr. Thomas Brady, the Department of Defense Education Pacific and its Director of Student Excellence, Ms. Lois Rapp, along with the Pacific East District Superintendent, Dr. Stephen Bloom, I have reviewed and certified your official school transcripts and now have the honor and privilege to announce that you, as members of the class of 2019, are now graduates of Niles C. Kinnick High School. At this time, in honor of our graduates, would you please join us in singing the alma mater? Families, get your cameras ready. Families, are you ready? Congratulations, Red Devils! All right, parents, family, and friends, please allow the graduates to exit the theater into the lobby before you exit. Please don't grab them and hug them along the way. Please allow all graduates to recess and then join them. Are you ready? Graduates, you may recess.
go, guys. Proud of you guys. Good job, guys. Congratulations. Brandon, did you get your cap back? It landed by me. I was like, how do I Bye, guys. Congratulations. Golly, thanks for letting me sleep in your class.